as we are once again alive upon the internet. Yeah, let's, as always, make sure that we actually are with everything set up in the way it needs to be. Yeah, that all looks good with bit rates. And I even remember to change the title for it. I've been good about it. Yeah, let's hop in. Let's make sure I'm grabbing the right window here. Yep. And yeah, as the title says, we're gonna do some build collection work. Yeah, actually, I'm gonna check up on the characters. Yeah, now already. We'll do character 3 and well, we'll start with 3. We'll see if we do 4 as well. Just basically giving them a once over, as we kind of did yesterday for characters 1 and 2, just to make sure everything looks correct, is correct. And just make sure that everything's kind of looking good. Because yeah, we're gonna do that section basically, just to give everything a second pass. Yeah, let me catch up here as well. And Hader's and Hader Jake is on first. Very much so. Yeah, I think that will. You got there even before the bot even was there. And yeah, good morning or afternoon actually for me. It's just afternoon. It's a few minutes into the afternoon, but yeah, let's just double check everything is actually still also looking the same on that character. The one thing I would maybe want here, but that's just a simple one, is just let's have Mosquito. Not that this is even a real build anyway, but this is more of a test bed kind of thing. This thing is just hazard protection plus explosive resistance. So yeah, that's not actually a useful build. It's much more an testing build basically. But yeah, everything else looks correct. Also, yeah, let's make sure to think about the naming scheme. Oh, yeah, this should definitely be HE, right? Yeah. Actually, wait. Let me quickly check on these. Is any of these still without like a 2-letter prefix? Or at least like a prefix indicating what it is. Or like kind of what it's based around. Okay, so let's make sure to keep that going. Actually, character 3 has it all except just this one build. So yeah, this is now HE, and then 100% hazard. 100 hazard, 90 explode resistance, blue tank. And even the skill is set up correctly. This weapon talents is just it just looks weird. Let me fix that, because that's not the weapon talents shown there. Just on the other 2 weapons that we don't care about, but it just looks a little weird. Okay. Let's Alt Enter to be Not in full screen. Okay, Japan. Making an HF build when using Memento and Dark Winter as a chess piece, is it better to go Cheska, Sokolov, Grupo, and why? Well, if in that setting, I think chess. The thing is, oh no, Dark. Yeah, I'm thinking of like the exotic right away. For Dark Winter, you could Cheska is overall the best. It still beats Sokolov. Well, depends also how many blue cores you have. Like actually, more than 3 blue cores, Sokolov will definitely win. The way that I usually run it is just to have the Memento, blue and yellow, basically. Then Cheska will win by just a tiny bit. And let me actually check real quick. I have a Hunter Sphere here. I think it's still Cheska, so that you, because how do you land now? That's a 58. Oh yeah, so yeah, Cheska. And then one of the weapon mods becomes crit damage nowadays. Is it 2 less? And almost all of the SMGs can do that. So you take, yeah, so you take, and then you land on 61, which will beat Drupa as well. But honestly, whatever, just out of the 3, the difference here is going to be more minor than basically in like other setups where you're going to kind of like setting up for going into Coyote, where Cheska like even becomes much more consistent. But yeah, Cheska with 2 crit chances, or yeah, 2 crit chance, 1 crit damage on the weapons. Overall, I remember calculating it out, but I didn't remember the final result. I remember one of them went into like 61, which was like pretty clean. Because you're wasting 1 Cheska from, or 1 crit chance from the Cheska, but that basically still means that the Cheska is 7 crit chance versus the rest. And then yeah, if you have more than 3 blue cores, then with high grading, so without high grading, even 2 likely blue cores, then Sokolov starts winning. But also by like then they cross over, right? So it's like it at most becomes like a percentage, even if you're like 4 blues. All right, yeah, except yeah, that's kind of how I run it as well. Indeed. Then yeah, Cheska. But Grupo isn't that big of a difference. Yeah. Well, this is more like a testing build, honestly, for me. I haven't pulled this thing out for actual use in like forever. This is just for reaching the explosive cap. First of all, to like have like, you know, explosive doesn't show that it has a cap, but yeah, it's 90. So we're reaching that here, and then it's just a testing build more so than it. Yeah, let's go to this one. Yeah, so we're no longer doing these. They're just too cluttery. With the Memento weapon damage stats. So let's just clean this up a little. Then as well we can have... So let's have these side by side so it's clear what is kind of happening. Maybe. That seems a little bit more of a clearer way right here. There's no memento with memento. The rest of this looks fine. I want to put any like recommended weapons here.
Report it to the nearest JTF member immediately. Do not intervene or risk causing potential harm to yourself.
Not particularly. Wait, what do I have here in the Hunter's Fury? Maybe we take one from here. Honestly, we can just take that combo. I just make this. Scorpio and Ouroboros both kind of do make some sense here. Dark Winter would as well, actually. I don't want to put the Dark Winter on the build collection much until it's actually fixed. Yeah, this one is also kind of like a testing build just for, in this case, regen. Just trying to stack up regen pretty high. Does this have a better way nowadays? It's still not, no, right? Because especially we're using Hunter Killer, and we're kind of using it for the regen, so we're kind of using it correctly. Because usually Hunter Killer is actually basically, well, we should recalculate it if it's still a loss against Cheska, because Cheska is now 2 crit chance less. Because in the past, the damage brand plus intimidate, like before the recent changes. Damage brand plus normal intimidate usually was more damage, and also basically was around, well, no, it was around the same damage like at cap. But then, of course, the brand is always applying. So you would be basically for the same upper bound, you would have a worse lower bound, basically. With Hunter Killer, unless you're doing something like this where it's regen. Because that 3-piece Gila or something wouldn't fit in here, right? I mean, technically, yeah, they could have 3-piece Gila, 2-piece. But that would mean losing Cheska here. And actually, yeah, we have 2% from that, right? Is also the thing. We have the same 2% here. Gila wouldn't per se be the most useful of brand bonuses. Because, yeah, the total armor and health along the way would actually be... Because we're kind of wasting the Murakami brand bonus, but... So would be the health, basically. Because yeah, this is 3-piece for 2.5%. This would be 2-piece for 2%. Yeah, for Memento setup, this still looks like the way to go. Yeah. Actually, what is its crit chance, crit damage actually? Just to check. Oh, it's exactly 60. That works out. Yeah, the rest of it all looks correct. Yeah. 314. So this one is one that I'm kind of like looking at and going, do I give it kind of the same treatment as we did the other PFE? Which is, we have a bunch of those headshots in here. Those were in here, especially for instance for a weapon like the Oreo to reach 55 with the Coyote. Well, this is of course going to be in close range, but then the 55 is kind of fine. But then actually with the Vector will be 60. But of course, now we can put crit damage mods, especially if we don't go. If we don't go 4 kind of weird pieces.
Violators will be removed from the secure area immediately.
Didn't I have? Oh no, was that the Fenris backpack? I think that was. That's what I also wouldn't mind per se. So having the chest backpack combo be. Actually, wait, there was Cheska chest. Yeah, go here to shove group of chests. Where is this used? And this Fury, and then let's come back to this one. We'll spend some time on this one. But for now, the rest of it looks correct, right? Yeah. Put it to the side there. We'll come back to it. And Hater Plan Salt. And Happy New Year to you too as well. And yeah, to all others as well out there. Hope everybody's enjoying their Friday. Looking forward to the weekends. And yeah, we're gonna fix up a little bit of the build collection first. Although, well, we're just giving it a, like, this is the double checking pass and just making sure everything's kind of in there that we need to have in there. So yeah, this further is kind of looking fine. Also making sure that like all the skills are kind of in this style now. And with that we don't have any like stats here that aren't the same here, basically. Because we've had, yeah, sometimes I change the build picture and I kind of forget, like, oh, I put a blue core in, and it's just like not a, and the stats isn't showing. So yeah, we're just giving them a final pass as well. And yeah, strikers with this. That all lines up. Yeah, this all lines up. Well, yeah. This one looks fine. Yeah, I wasn't looking at the, but yeah, let's actually give, what was it, 13? What was the name on, or 14? This should be, also actually, yeah, this should be HEPFE. That's one of the things that we are trying to. Here was the character 1 as well. Yeah. Character 4 one, does that also say HEPFE? No, so let's do this one as well. Let's get your character 5 ones as well, yeah. Because I might as well have uniformity in that.
Firearms training is
So,
book a time slot, report to the range. Those with previous law enforcement or military experience will be prioritized.
oh, was the technical force, yeah, SP already. Yeah, just pure old Hunters Fiore. Well, group. Technically, this would also be nowadays better with. Should I actually have a group of backpack with that now? Does this just get used anywhere else? No. Oh, but it's there as well for, yeah, her main striker is SMG setup, just in case I want to have the group of chest for that. That's why it's a group of chest and not a group of backpack. Because looking at that Ridgeway one, I'm like, might as well actually just make the backpack that. Although actually, it's just, that could also just be Sokolov. It doesn't, Sokolov versus Grupo in this doesn't really have any big difference. Yeah, we'll just keep it as is. Thing is, though, oh no, it would also be 61. Because yeah, we can't flip a crit damage, crit chance to damage, right? Yeah, no. So it would be basically the same. Yeah, that's the. It will be just like a tiny increase. Yeah, technically this chest should be Cheska, like if we're truly min-maxing. This chest should be Cheska, then we go to, and then one mod less on the weapon. But the reason I'm not going to do that is actually the chatterbox, because the chatterbox we can't do that. We have 15 crit chance, and that's, you know, we can't alter that. But actually, if we're optimizing for the other SMGs, then yeah, 2 crit chance, 1 crit damage, Cheska chest, we go to 61. And I would, by a tiny margin, beat this, but... kind of thinking of like, do I put a Cheska chest there as like an optional? But like... Thing is, I think it might just look confusing a little bit. Actually, we could put a Cheska chest next to there for especially the memento. Because the second you go in memento, then you can even do it with the crit damage of the backpack. Oh, actually, if you do it with the crit damage on the backpack, you get exactly 60. That's actually maybe a cleaner way. Oh no, wait, the R. Yeah, because you just put crit damage, memento backpack, and then Cheska, you gain 2. Yeah, so 60. Exactly. Okay, that would actually be the better way. Whoever was, for Jake there, I was asking earlier if you're still around. I forgot, of course, yeah, that way if we go memento, we're losing a crit, or we can lose a crit chance, basically. Yeah, let's put a Cheska chest next to that memento. I think actually, this reminds me then to check. I think I did. Because actually in the Hunter's Fury recommended, I should remember that earlier. And then Fury recommended, we have a memento version. This is the pistol. Yeah. Yeah, this is actually the way to go. So actually, yeah, so for that memento one. Jessica Chess and then crit damage memento. That actually lands exactly 60. That's actually much smarter. If it feels nice since the patch. Yeah, it's looking okay-ish. It's one of those mid-tierers. Something not bad. It's one of the better, like middle of the pack and not too ammo consuming. But yeah, to me the attack vectors are like very much. And also they just also feel good. Is also like the attack vectors. They have the burst. They don't per se have the sustain, but it's not as big of a gap as it used to be for them, just because the reload is so fast now. The max size is kind of annoying, but you kind of get used to it after a little bit. I want to try it now for 4 now. It's still the wrong base, right? Let's double check. It's a dark winter, yeah. It's still the old base of the Vector 45, which also is like a little bit too good. Yeah, the rest of this looks okay. Weapon balance. 2 blue cores there, yeah. Yeah. That's all good for there. Redify. That's all the same. That's all the same. That's all the same. If there's a name. Yeah, one of these where we have the gear and weapon talents flipped around. Let's fix that up. Okay, I've done that to save some space here. And then, yeah, let's fix up this, because this is not in the new style per se. We updated this one so early that before that. And all the parts are here to kind of make it work. Okay. That's almost not readable. Let's make this a little bigger.
All electronic devices that are not in use. Thank you for your cooperation.
Got it up there. So let's have good speed there. hate that in crop you can do other things than just crop. You can drag stuff around inside of its own crop, which is just like, what? Why would I ever do this? If I just want to move it around, I'll just move it around. It's my favorite SMG overall. Yeah, the attack vectors, the attack vector 9mm. It's the one that goes like the hardest into burst. But also, yeah, with its quick reload and stuff, because one of the things I kind of dislike about some of the other vectors is that they just have long reloads. I'd rather have a short reload, even if it is a smaller mag a little bit. But also, yeah, Chatterbox, and then trying to do the thing of it is like both very powerful and also, yeah, kind of, enjoyable just to try to get the most out of it. I don't mind the SMG 9s either, but they kind of need, they have like the super slow reload. They're kind of like because they have also the other Vector 9mm, the non-tactical. The 53 round one. That's kind of, those two are kind of the almost the same, the SMG 9 and they have like a little bit more mag, but they have a really long reload, so it becomes either fast hands or it's going on a build with like a ton of weapon handling to begin with. So, wait, what do I want to do? Oh yeah, grading. Or is it 25? Just for consistency's sake, I have a 25 there. The rest of this all looks good. Yeah. FI, Red Future, BTSU. Let's actually do BTSU/VG. Yeah. It'd be funny if we do get another BTSU exotic and it's not, it's also called BTSU. It's already kind of annoying with Ninja, where we go like, you have to say Ninja bag instead of Ninja, because otherwise it's also Ninja knees. Yeah, Umbra. This one did get updated after Lexington was in, so this will likely be all okay. Yeah, let's just clean this up a little bit because it just looks a little... not super clean. I don't want to be in... just want to try... I don't want to be in cropping mode. It's all aligned a little bit better. So just...
We're seeking skilled tradesmen. Would all construction workers, plumbers, welders, and electricians report to the main desk at the earliest possible convenience?
Yeah, group of mask. Do we put anything else here as like recommended? Also, these stats don't need to be here. Just group of mask. Maybe some weapons. But also, it's just a red build. Like, literally, we could put 1,000 weapons here. So yeah, let's just not instead. The rest of it is all correct. Yeah. Onto this thing, the Striker drone hybrid.
If you notice suspicious activity, report it to the nearest JTF member immediately. Do not intervene.
This looks a little high.
Special harm to yourself.
That list is correct. That's all. We'll just alignments. And yeah, this has this in the new style already anyway. It's weird to only have the memento damage numbers. I guess I just went that route just to not have too much clutter here, yeah. For the rest of it, yeah, sacrifice is marked. That's all good. This high-end headhunter, Giorgio.
Violators will be removed from the secure area immediately.
That Picarus holster. That doesn't look right. Now does it? Yeah, fine. Forgotten the Picarus here and there already a few times just to swap out the 10 weapon damage. The annoying thing is also going to be if at some point they actually fix the visual bug that it has there. We'll need to go in again, of course, and just fix all of those up. I was like, let's have the knots be off the page. Let's give me a little bit more like this. So, yeah. With that, now it says memento. There's still this list. Yeah, Araldi, Brazos, Habs, Memento, Habsburg. It's weird that I went with white damage here. But yeah, we're not changing that. I likely went with white damage there because I was already on white damage. Usually I go with blue numbers. And not that it matters for a certain drone. DTA doesn't apply to them, but just consistency's sake. Yeah, actually, yeah. Gear and weapon talents need to be turned around.
Violators risk permanent expulsion from the secure area.
There we go. Yeah. The rest of this all looks fine. Double check the coring. Yeah. We'll get you here as well. And hey there, Mercy. Good morning to you too, although for me, just barely afternoon. Do we do this OE? I just always call it X0, but yeah, it's Ortiz X0. So technically, it does have a 2-letter designation with OE.
Food rations will be restricted for the next 24 hours. We apologize for
You know what? We'll go OE. Yeah, that's all. That looks correct. This is all correct. Oh yeah, this is of course where the sacrifice just went. The skill haste status effect one. A while's back though, but also my voice really doesn't want to stay. Yeah. So we're showing it with capacitor and BDSU. That's all correct. Let's fix up. Let's fix up these two. Because apparently this was one of the ones we updated pretty early. So it didn't, we weren't set yet on how we were gonna show skills and stuff. Do I have anywhere? Yeah. I'll just take one. Still want to at some point have a look at well, I've said that for ages at this point. Kind of want to revisit this with skill damage because that can make that initial hit from the turret a lot stronger, plus it can make our hive much stronger. And actually, yeah, this thing continuously sets stuff on fire. Although, yeah, the reason I haven't actually is the diminishing returns on the fire. Like, hopefully they address that at some point. That it no longer has that. Or like, the system they introduced and then said, this is for PvP only. And then it applied also in PvE. Because yeah, once that is gone, because now as well, you would way too quickly, because actually, if we put a lot of short fires on people, that's actually going to make us hit that so much faster. So that would actually be more annoying. Anyway, a bunch of other recommended ways with it. Zero definitely could use it. But if this thing just did more damage than Fire Eclipse, it would actually have a place. Because then situationally you could go for it. Now it's just kind of dead in the water because Eclipse does what it does, but then just better. Yeah, that one looks all good for the rest of it. OE still looks weird though. Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. I needed anything. And this one we did all the eclipses kind of together. Although actually, let's make sure that we kind of give it a good look here as well. But we did all the eclipses kind of together because I just copied all those skills basically over. So. Yeah, this all looks good. Is this actually how this glove is set up? Okay. Sure, why not? Because it's just to maybe like if we want a red Corette or blue Corette with technician or something. I mean, yeah, why not, right? Like we likely have like barely an optimization here, but it's record. I was like, oh, that's likely a Golan piece stand-in, but it very much isn't. Yeah. Everything else looks good. Yeah. And yeah, 3.04. This half healer might actually, both of the half healers I have, kind of might end up on the chopping block at some point. Let's make sure this list is correct. Yeah.
Consumption of drugs and alcohol on site is forbidden. Violators will be removed from the secure area immediately.
Scorpio. Mana. Should I should carry her mana? Doesn't. Oh, we have one in the stash likely for both of them. I could actually go out of the stash, I think. It's repairs from. Maybe it's on another character. Should actually check for a sec. For the rest of it, yeah, weapon talents, gear talents swapped around. I am surprised how inconsistent I was with those, with the weapon. Although, yeah, it's behind the game there. Actually, I can go here. Like the gear talent, weapon talent is always in the upper right corner. That is, I was apparently super inconsistent always with those, with the order. Not that matters, but you know, might as well have some consistency. The rest of this all looks fine. Yeah, high-end half healer. This is also actually still how this is actually looking here. Yeah. It just is free talentable, right? Yeah. So this one's fine. Oh, yeah, 3.03 at Gen 2, high-end. Yeah, I think with these will now as well be is actually, especially with high ends, we can go for because in the past, like you would want to go with some, yeah, like F2000 fit in perfectly with this because you would land on that 52 with just the 2 mods. But now, of course, we can just flip one to crit damage on a FAMAS or something. But yeah, the rest of this all looks correct. Coyote name isn't on here. What? Why? I'll like that one here. Missing in both spots. This boomerang kind of. I would just grab killer there, I feel. We'll leave it though, just to not redo the build picture. And the rest of it all looks correct, yeah. Except for some reason, that 25 is in the wrong order. There we go. Okay. Sacrifice gift as options in the corner. Rest of it all looks perfectly fine. Yeah. Yes, her SMG striker. How does this actually land nowadays? Is it exactly 60? I think it is, right? Move. 2 crit chance mods. 56. So yeah, 61. If we go the 2 crit chance, 1 crit damage route. Can I? Why would 2 times, like, why would that space matter? Let's add some of these to our personal dictionary. Yeah, just so we don't have the line underneath there. Okay. We're in a hurry apparently. Could use some cleanup there as we just came in. Excuse me, Petrov. What? It's not even close to correct. It was with contractors before, of course. Yeah, that is a very rough cut of a coyote's mask. Let's crop that to be a little cleaner. Yeah. The rest of it, weapon talents, gear talents, swapped around. Everything else looks fine. Yeah, weapon recommendations. This just looks a little weird, right? Like, why is this there double? You can just have group of mask by itself like that. And then Jessica mask with bloody knuckles. Yeah. That makes sense. Anything else here? Rest of it looks good. Let me catch up here as well for a second. And hey there, Hack. Floor 10 farming on legendary, a good way to get the Bitcoin. Overall, yeah, the best way, honestly, unless you have teammates to help you out and such, especially as well. If you have a 4-man, although that still would be slower. But yeah, preferably, yeah, you want to do floor 10 farming, doing it in the right way, of course. So you kill the boss, you grab his loot, you leave at least another enemy alive, and then go back to the lobby and then go back up. And yeah, just do it on legendary. You don't need directives. Directives will not affect it. The drop rate for Bighorn. Targeted also doesn't matter for that. So, because yeah, it doesn't come from targeted, it comes from a specific source. So it's basically just always the same drop rate, independent of all of those things where, you know, normally directives will help targeted loot drops and stuff like that. So yeah, you can just do it. Legendary, 0 directives, kill the boss, get out quickly. And we'll basically go back to the lobby quickly and then go back up and try again. Was it 5%? I always forget. Is this? Where is the? Although I'll see it the second I see pestilence, because it's either this one is 5% and the pestilence is 3, or the other way around. Totally. Okay, so the pesty is 3%. Then that's gonna be 5%, right? Yeah. So it's a 1 in 20, which, yeah, on average, of course, which, yeah. It might take 2, it might take 40. Which ones happen in lighting? So you say hybrids and energies, man. This build looks stacked. Although, well, I would say some of this stuff isn't also per se like full meta, right? Like things like tech tanks and stuff are definitely a little bit off of it. But yeah, a lot of the builds on here are at the very least like thought through to be, you know, consistent. But I do like my hybrids, like things like combat medics and such. Like we've been using combat medics a lot with no regen as well, just to deal with that. For instance, I was trying to find one there, but yeah, stuff like this. Like I would definitely not consider this just like pure meta. But it is definitely a decent way to deal with no regen while kind of keeping some, you know, letting me have some fun as well instead of being a full healer and just being basically a buff stick. So having more than 40% Christian, another one running Coyote's mask, being like one shooting enemies. Well, 50 is usually the more accepted range, because how often are you beyond 25 is the thing. Because per Coyote, only one buff will be active, while you can have multiple people having each of the separate buffs up. You can't have like overlapping ones. Like if 2 people are at mid range, then basically you only get the +10 +10. So generally what we aim for is 50, just because a lot of fights happen also under 25. We'll get you here. And hey there, Simon. And hello back to the Switzerland from the Netherlands. And yeah, thanks for the kind words there. And yeah, welcome in. With Carnage and Iron Man. This OD. Yeah, I've been enjoying this one as well quite a bit. Although, yeah, definitely now, one thing I want to maybe, although, I think it fits better in the triple tick builder. It was like, maybe I put Pestilence in the corner for this, but actually, yeah, not really. Bill Carnage just does so good here anyway, yeah. We won't even put it up as an option. I might want to change that SIG to a different, to the CQB. There in the corner. Yeah, let me get you up here. Give sacrifice build? No, sorry. Regen is no damage. Yeah. Although, yeah, it's easy to go into kind of like in a certain. I find myself too often as well just going way too. Like, although the thing is, like, I can play full reds decently, but I kind of sometimes forget that that's like not always, you know, that can be a acquired taste. 60 is the cap, right? Yeah, crit chance always caps at 60. There are ways of guaranteeing a crit in the form of the Diamondback, but everything else caps at 60. Well, don't also just take my word as gospel as well. Like, do think for yourself as well, because I might get something wrong or I might have the wrong impressions, but I try not to, at the very least, to test my own beliefs quite often. Because by just sometimes going like, hey, this person says this is much better, let's make their build and let's try that. Sometimes you get surprised by stuff, but oftentimes, yeah, at this point I kind of know the game well enough that it's going to be rare that I haven't already experienced something put forward quite often. Because I've, for instance, as well, like while I call these builds like testing builds, like that 316, yeah, like this full blue build, I've actually ran this into an heroic mission and legendary mission just to see how quickly or slowly it can kill. The answer is very slow, very very slow. It can kill eventually. Like this would get through a heroic mission, a 10-minute heroic mission in like 50 minutes. You could do it, but then yeah, it becomes a thing of like, do I? Because even then, like even like on legendary, maybe it's more worth it. But like on heroic, it's just like I could do the same with a tech tank, like in 15 minutes, or on a full red in 10. I could wipe 5 times or 4 times, like at the boss fight, and then reset, and then still beat it. Yeah. Yeah, having 100 crit chance. Oh yeah, I mean some games do work like that as well. In Division, they cap it at 60 just for balancing reasons. That's what I wonder. Does the weapon CC count? I mean, yes. Basically, whatever you're holding, like yeah, not like secondaries and stuff, if you mean it like that, but what basically at the moment of whatever is active. So for instance, here, if I'm like holding the Carnage, then all of those stats are active. And yeah, you can always just, so for instance, things that come from talents don't show up. So for instance, Coyote doesn't show up in your stat screen, but you can always just go to your stat screen basically. So whatever it shows here, and it shows the breakdown here of what it's coming from on the right side. So yeah, you can see the weapon mods in there and stuff. The only thing you have to remember is, yeah, things like Coyote that come from a talent, that's going to just show up on your buff bar. Or like when you have Killer active or like Killer activated, it's not going to show up in this critical hit damage here. It's just going to show up on your buff bar. So basically, general rule is if it shows up on your buff bar, it's not going to show up in your stats. But yeah, as a general rule, because for instance, Retribution does show up on your buff bar, but also shows up in your stats. So it's not a hard rule, but yeah. No, this is just for that. No, and yeah, I mean, the thing is, I'm definitely a proponent of sometimes just making something silly, just to challenge yourself as well. 511 builds, for instance, or even worse. Actually, maybe later. Yeah, actually, you know what we'll do? Because yeah, I've been planning to farm a few better pieces for this. So actually, later on today, we'll go and actually later, or well, after we fix up here. Okay. But even then, like I feel if you're even making terrible builds, it makes like these purples and stuff. These are never going to be good because purple gear kind of sucks. And still, I kind of enjoy putting some thought into it, like with this 511 as well. Of like, it is the obvious setup, right? Of just like going obliterate vigilance and stuff. But yeah, you can make. Oh yeah, it's well, it kind of looks, it looks sick, but it also looks a little sick. Yeah, yes. So, and actually, for those wondering where I'm pulling those build pictures up, as sometimes we have newer faces in there. So the build collection, this big folder of all of those stuff, and for instance, the purple build, and 511 in slot 511, and a bunch of other as well. For instance, improvised build, which is improvised. That lives all. That lives all there. Want to just have a look through it. Let's finish up actually here. Although, well, let me catch up on some of these last ones, and then. That's right. Yeah, 511 is still linked to Toasty, so whenever just 511 is set at the start of a sentence, it goes to Toasty as well. So, a fellow. Well, it's my only mod and my only grandson. It's weird. I don't have children, but I have a grandson somehow. It's weird. Like 6'6", yeah, kind of. So the chameleon was awesome. Oh, the striker tech tank? Because I think that's the only place I'm showing chameleon, right? Oh yeah, that one is one of my preferred builds always as well. Works out pretty good. Let's quickly do this one, and then I'll catch up on the rest. But also, there's an ad running, so I'm not sure if it'll reach otherwise. So let's make sure that this is all looking. Because all we're doing really now is just I'm doing a pass on the build collection of just having a look through, seeing if I want to replace anything, if there's any mistakes. Like the Picaro is there, for instance, with the old stats and stuff, or just brands lists that just aren't correct at all. So or small things like that, where generally I do weapon, then grading, then talents. Here I have, for some reason, weapon, talent, and then grading. Also, line up, you bastards. No, I don't want to. Kind of want to, let's swap that sig for a different sig.
Low prices, big selection. That's what I've got.
Because instead of the 716, we went to 716 CQB. Although here, giving up the carnage is kind of hard. This is more like if you want to run rifles, OD is a way to run rifles. But just rifles don't keep up well, especially against like the carnage there, which is the Negev is kind of in the upper echelons of the LMGs now. And then Carnage being the perfect version of it is kind of hard to give up. This being 3.01, that's the last one we need of that gal. So 3 is done now as well. Let's maybe leave it there because we're an hour in already. Let's go back here. Let me catch up on. We'll leave character 4 for a different day. And for those wondering, if you see this and you go like, why is it 5 pieces? Well, that's because I can just either put in. This is actually usually a good idea as well to do with some of the builds. So I can put either a Coyote in, and then we have Coyote set up, or I can just keep in the mask and then go for maybe Bloody Knuckles or Contractors, which would. This is like the way to also go if there's already too many Coyotes and stuff. Or I could even go with the holster or stuff like that. So whenever you see like me saving 5 pieces, that's usually for now. They were run all blue strikers when include legendary with I don't know. Not generally, but then also I don't. So I general way that we go through legendaries is usually I do it with a coordinated team as well, kind of we're on comms, at least some of us. And then it's 3 red strikers and a foam. I can see it being like a blue striker being somewhat useful maybe in matchmaking and stuff, but I just don't run it that way. Just that extra damage is kind of useful. I do run, for instance, Tech Tank Striker. That's more like heroic and stuff. It can, for instance, you can try to use it on Legendary solo or something, but it wouldn't fare that well. It's very much made around the shield. But yeah, I do run stuff like this. But yeah, full blue strikers or something, no, I don't have any of that. I end up just... any place I would kind of... like on hardcore, actually, I do run, for instance, sometimes like... well, on hardcore, I kind of run stuff like this, but then with a revive hive. But then, for instance, for countdown, I do run like 3 blue striker. But I don't generally go above that. Especially let's build. I got a silver sheet. Oh yeah, definitely. You would be well welcome to the. There's a contingent of players here that's kind of do enjoy doing calculations and stuff, and yeah, we're always happy to have more. Yeah, I was also waiting kind of for the commercial there to end to kind of answer those questions. Because flamethrower is OP for this one. Yeah, although the striker with glass chests and grenade launcher kind of works really well as well. My job always with the flamethrower is it's kind of short range. What in the heck is an iron lung? It's a medical device used for, but yeah, no, specifically in Division, it's this LMG. It's a LMG that sets things on fire in the back half of its magazine. It can be really handy for OD to get fires going at this time. No, max. Oh wait, was it also for in the DZ? Yeah, I mean strikers and DZ, you can definitely make it work and such, especially with some shenanigans. But yeah, it's not the go-to there for a good reason. The grenade build, yeah, it's like grenade. I mean, grenade build basically means you go festive on the backpack and you go collector or mad bomber on the chest, kind of. And but the thing is, yeah, grenade builds just we don't have a Lepic here in Division. It's they just don't work out well enough. Grenades are pretty weak and such. Well, they use grenades though just for sledge and such. Not for damage, but just to trigger other stuff. Holding the big one. Actually, I feel having watched some players, like I was watching somebody conflict yesterday and stuff. See a lot of the besties going around with those. Yeah, let's actually, what's the daily? Let's bank headquarters and Potomac. Although yeah, let's maybe do that. I wanted to get some more purple pieces. Actually, yeah, we should maybe run it with this character then as well. I'll just run it with this. I was gonna swap over to the other character and grab the gear, but actually it's in the stash, right? Actually, you know what? Let's just run this. Because, yeah, we're going to run on hard, which is not something I generally do. We'll run 15 floors of summits quickly on hard and try to get some purple pieces. Which mostly also means that I'm going to set
we need
my...
you to secure a skyscraper. This may take a while.
Directus pretty high. Although, actually, do I have anything to deal with Directus here? Well... Because maybe we do swap characters then. Because yeah, it would be nice to have a ton of directives on, preferably. Oh, actually, yeah. So on that character, I've already done Summit, right? That's the thing. So might as well get the 15 floors in then. Now what we'll do is because on lower difficulties it doesn't matter too much. Skills. We'll just not even special. Let's take all 10. Why not? Yeah, we can deal with that. And then yeah, we're not gonna take that because that makes no sense. But we're just gonna take Thunder's Fury. We'll just take it as is. Let's take. So maybe take something that eats a little less ammo. Actually, I just take the Scorpion. Overthinking this. Oh, that's still unheroic. Should have set it onto hard because yeah, on challenging or above.
Detected protected hostiles.
That doesn't actually. On challenging or above, you don't get purples. So we're gonna try to farm some purples. Specifically, I need more than anything. I need a new AR because the main on that is what was it even? It was a G36, which yeah now will be outclassed by a bunch of stuff. Man, if I could get a purple Lexi, that would be. Pulse Jammer destroys secret mines. If you catch them before they reach you, it destroys any, or well, it jams any skills. Most of the skills that have world presence but aren't. Oh, we have actually floor 50 here. But actually, like just farm a boss floor for a few seconds. Although 10 would make much more sense for that. Or well, 90 would make the most sense for that. Actually. When's Bestie vid? Likely gonna get recorded somewhere in the coming week. So I want to do shotgun, character tree, and then Bestie, and then unless I also kind of find something else in between. So yeah, that's kind of the planned order for now.
Hostile protection now removed.
Never mind. I forgot about that.
I'll kill you, motherfucker!
Actually, there's the if you get a kill with the
High risk target approaching.
with the
Hostile protection
jammer.
restored. Immediate medical assistance needed.
while holding the pistol. I mean, it should, right? It would be basically the same as. What? Don't have aim yet though. It'd be the same as skill kills while holding pistol, I would imagine. Well, actually here I should just be on modifier instead of in global events. That would actually likely be a lot faster. Well, let's keep the global event. We can also just hold the room clear with it. Nah. Because I wouldn't mind getting a decent AR and then a decent LMG in the future as well at some point. I do have an M249 already with strains, but yeah, actually strained of course can be. Well, actually, is that one free talentable? I don't remember actually. I'll have to check it. Say hello and now say goodbye. Well, actually on hard, I don't even need to really deal with the shield. We can just shoot through it. But yeah, let's see if we can get a few purples.
Shade tech detected. Removed hostile protection. Hostile striker drone detected. Hostile sniper turret detected.
Sniper turret actually hurts. So she captured this thing.
Serious trauma detected. Hostile protection restored.
Because I can kind of sometimes be smart about it. Just capture a thing, leave a guy alive. As SHD creates, it's just once everybody's dead, that's when the next one is.
Could be a trap. Who's that over there?
Heroic enemies are the hard enemies. Not dealing with the thing, but
Keep it together. Mobilize
so why is it's really time for a new mass. This thing is like bouncing now almost when it's trying to get the click, like the left click back out. Let's grab it anyway there. Oh yeah, of course, a combination of Pistolero plus the reduced ammo, so it's still need to watch my reloads actually. Not reload after every shot. And red build. Yeah, although I mean having high ends can still situationally be useful. But yeah, definitely that pesty setup I would say is actually very usable.
Now removed.
Very much the thing with it is as well. So it's originally I was kind of like, you know, yeah, just put pesty on striker, just, you know, that'll good enough. But actually it turns out, yeah, that Lengma one, just because of its ability to actually... Wait, what did I even get there actually? Wasn't I set to like grenade kills? Do these count as grenade kills? Oh, that was a... Oh, okay. Oh, that was a thing challenge. That wasn't the summit challenge. Yeah. Actually, good. Let's see about getting some of those.
Everyone out of my way!
I need a moment.
This is it!
Yeah. And a sitar, nothing. Thing as well with purple weapons is, or purple gear in general, we can't have optimization. So all we have is recalibration. And that means that, you know, with high ends we go for free talentable stuff, right? That just isn't a thing on purples. We need the right talent so we can put a much better stat on it. Because also, yeah, we can just put level, you know, our library stats into it.
Who am I?
What weapon is? Is that like in a philosophical sense? What is a weapon? Also, wait, what? Why can I open that door before? I was like, I just saw the interactor and was like, I'm done.
Kill me.
Oh yeah, I should be doing that. So.
Hostile protection now removed.
Let's get that last armor break off. Actually, I should be maining the flamethrower. Or if you mean like just what am I using here? I'm running around with the Undisputed, but just here, like with 10 directives, I'm just using my pistol a lot, but that's just a TDI card custom. It's not a like specifically set up build to do anything. We're just hunting purple parts there. I'm full up on multiple things actually. I should have actually, yeah, should have cleared these out. I keep forgetting. Wait, what? Why can I not? What are you marking? What are you even marking? Oh, is it because I opened that door? It bugged that now? Also, yeah, you can open this door, strangely. Yeah, it's not triggering there correctly. That's just not gonna let me in here, right? Yeah. Didn't know that existed. Let's not spend too much time there. Trying to figure it out. Let's just go again.
Rogue agent detected.
Rookies. At least they're good for. Oh yeah, I don't have Scorpio ammo here. I mean, anything else I grab is gonna suck just as much as this.
Grenade! You're on borrowed time. Finish them.
I'm just gonna keep my shield up because if I put it away, hoping to just kill him before he.
Hostile Mender Seeker mine detected.
Ah, fuck! Got that agent.
Rogue agent eliminated.
Steady-handed FAMAS. No, thank you. Wouldn't mind a killer. Would be very nice. Killer would also work really well there because it's a pretty. Even though it's a full red build with crit chance crit damage, it has actually pretty low crit damage. And hit a mini.
Hostile protection removed.
Suck on this! Oh no!
Don't think that's edible. You're gonna suck on.
Get the
Don't think that's like safe.
Let's get with it! Try and stop it. Next one, gunshot agent. Target exposed! Reposition! Through them! Take you out!
And we definitely want to find the key, just the box also usually. It is a good way to get a few purples. I mean, every, like, any of the loots. Could actually, at some point, see if we can find a few like-minded people and we can do a hard countdown. Because that also drops purples. Sure, one thing I should have here. Does she have one actually? I mean, also not with good talents. And neither of these can be re-talented. Ish one can. I have a Scorpio, of course. Yeah. Because it is a TDI card, but I don't really need a TDI. Could just be. Could use some detox instead. Perfect glass. Yeah, and overall, actually, so one of the things that will kind of come forward in that as well is that the Legmo one is overall a little bit better, I would say, especially for what the build is trying to do, which is to, you know, get a good balance of the tick
Automated
and the
defenses
hits.
detected. Caution advised.
But going just perfect glass is so much easier.
Thought I got that ace.
Did that guy shoot anyone but me?
Terminal destroyed.
It's one of those, like, only do this if you're like, you really know you like the build, and then
Hostile restored protection.
Shit!
because yeah, it's a very expensive chest. I'm trying so hard to use this new brown sets and new shady. This would versatile. Yeah, actually, the perfect. That's like the one interesting piece is the perfect versatile. Actually, actually, yeah, I should maybe mess around with that, but this wouldn't be the spot to do it. I do it because I've been meaning to make a shotgun SMG. Hunter's Fury. And just with Vigil.
Shade tech detected.
I wish something out of
I'm gonna put you in the ground.
Removed hostile protection.
This one's mine.
Hostile incinerator turret detected.
Should have left one alive. Just waiting to capture it. So I don't have that in my back.
Damn. That's hard. Guess I'm one lucky gap. Oh.
And this Fury Mark's also very nice for going where the enemies are. Actually, this works a little bit better. Trying to pistol. Yeah, that range. That's why I like the grenade launcher so much. It's just you have some range to go with it. Something. I must have all the ascent challenges then. Although Legatus for here as well, so actually on like a full red striker, I've been kind of actually enjoying having Legatus there for weapon swap speed, and then you just use that as your for going to the grenade launcher and back, basically. You give up, of course, a decent chunk of damage. But it actually, yeah. It does definitely makes the swapping back a lot less painful. Because that usually also takes quite a while. Basically going back to a main weapon. Pretty much the same, yeah. Oh, actually, so no, I found a bill picture now of like, because I forgot totally that yeah, Memento is going in. Oh, here as well. So actually, what you do is put a crit chance, or not put a crit chance in the Memento, and then just go crit damage Memento. But I realized that kind of after we're talking. Maybe you're away at that point. But yeah, basically it's like that layout, which is also in the Hunter's Fury like recommended thing. But yeah, Cheska with a crit damage, and then you can keep all crit chances on the thing, and you land the perfect 60, and then you land 60, 141. Actually, so you're landing 61, 144. Is that what maybe one of the exotics or something that also has some crit damage mods? Because here I'm landing, yeah, exactly 60 and then 141 with this. But it's also the number 4 in the sphere.
Server terminal detected.
You're screwed!
So we're the most forward one first. But actually, they haven't spawned.
Hostile protection now
Let's
removed.
get the photo. Oh yeah, of course, that is. Yeah. Although yeah, keep in mind that there's usually the weapons that do have that long rail, because the first one is basically the vector. It loses a little bit to that attack vector. So for instance, there I want to go the attack vector, and that can't take the crit damage there. But then yeah, that because there's a damage difference to attack vector makes up for like what it can't
Hostile
have.
protection restored.
But then yeah, if you are on a weapon that can take
Terminal
that
accessed.
and you want to specifically use that weapon, then yeah,
This is me, Dorothy.
indeed be the best way to set it up. And yeah, we'll get our 15 floors this way. Not the most exciting, but we might get some good purple pieces out of it. At least that's the hope. Although 10 directives, you know, it still makes it a hassle. More than a hassle than normally hard is. Oh, I didn't get the key. It's gonna... I think I know where it is. Because we didn't check this. Actually, wait, let's make sure it's not here, because it can actually be in this back corner. Which is kind of a dick move. It's likely... Oh, it doesn't. It's because I didn't check that. I was like, yeah, it's gotta be that then. Let's have a quick... I know what, now I'm curious where it is, so yeah, let's go find it. Likely they just wasn't paying attention at some point. Oh, they actually removed that vending machine over there. Haven't specifically noticed that before. Because actually I was thinking of key locations there, and one of them is behind that. Like there was a vending machine there and then that behind it. was likely done on the second floor. One of the tricks you can use is kind of like these things, like even if it's behind a wall like that. I go into this and come back out. You see it for a second before it despawns. The same happens with the key. So that's why I'm putting my back against the wall and then. Well, just for my own curiosity, this isn't worth anymore facing it, but I just wanna. None of those was yellow. So pick those kind of things up. Oh, really? Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I did forget to look away. I was just much better than. Oh, actually, no. So yeah, if you're using Dark Winter, yeah, that's the only exception. Actually, yeah, well, Dark Winter until it gets fixed. Oh yeah, actually, that would be. I keep forgetting kind of that Dark Winter is still like broken. And has way too good stats. But no, Dark Winter does compete. Actually, now, if you're going killer, yeah, it beats the attack vector. But that is because it has old stats, basically. It has the same stats that the normal or the Vector 45 used to have before the changes of Project Resolve. Or no, with the changes of Project Resolve, but not the TU22 rebalance. So, yeah, that wasn't worth our time, but that sated my curiosity. That's broken. Yeah, no. So it has the stats of Dark Winter before the Vector, because basically that's different stats than the Vector 45, which it's a named weapon based on it. So. It's weird that that would happen, but it has a higher base, and then it has a faster reload as well than the Vector 45 should have. But then if you're kind of going measured or something, or what? Well, I mean, if you're going Dark Winter, you're going killer anyway. But if you're going for other things, then the attack vector just. And also once the Dark Winter kind of gets brought back in line, because they basically it's that again of just with the
Hostiles incoming.
Attack vector and with attack vector and the Dark Winter, they actually once killer is active, they kind of land on the same number, but then. Before killer is active, the attack vector does a lot more with killer. Once Dark Winter is fixed. For now, though, yeah. That is not the way. For now, Dark Winter basically just beats it. The same.
Hostile striker drone detected.
It's kind of out of balance with the rest. Is currently the thing though with it. Because honestly, it would still be valuable enough, even because getting attack vector that is free talentable is
EMP jammer
overall
detected
going to be
nearby.
as hard or harder as.
Curtailed.
getting a Dark Winter, basically. Oh, well, Dark Winter is likely even easier because you'll get one from just name caches and stuff. It has a fixed talent, so you just alter the... Standing next to the thing. Sir, please come in. You don't. Oh, drones don't give armor and kill. I don't think I've ever specifically paid attention to that. Loading up.
Hostile restored protection.
Tangles in sight.
Bluey.
Terminal in hostile control. System curtailed. Terminal destroyed.
We're so far away, these guys
System
didn't even
back online.
notice.
Hostile protection now removed.
Someone give me the blade!
System disrupted.
It was a little premature on... on
System restored.
floor cleared. Was still somebody alive. It doesn't know. Just checking for the key there. Oh, there's a wall there. Sometimes it also doesn't show it there. So let's make sure for ourselves. Sometimes when we have too many walls in between it, it doesn't. Out there maybe. Because yeah, for instance, there is the key. So if we were to like be here and then do this, you can you see it for a second before it goes away. Although you do need to be within 100 meters for it to have been spawned in, so. Actually, it's maybe it's more 125 more.
Right here!
Because I think it's the same as just enemies. Which is either 125 or 130.
Hostile restored protection.
There's some fire.
High risk target detected.
I'm definitely not gonna just flamethrower unnamed because that seems like a bad idea.
Eat that, agent!
Hostile protection removed. Protected hostile restored.
Alright, even on hard, we get some exotics. Actually, a Strega. Yeah, actually, I could use one of those. Actually, yeah, that can go to character 4. She already has one, right? Yeah. For usage with the striker tech tank. Come on, game. Give me a good purple AR. You know you want to, you know I wanted to. Let's give it to me. Yeah, it's too bad that I don't have the third, or we don't have that 5th character slot. Because yeah, you can craft purples, but yeah, you can only do that with like newer characters or watch alts. And yeah, I don't have any of those on main account. Also, I don't mind it too much though. I kind of actually, you know, this is nice and brain dead just running around. Specimen talents by the numbers.
System breach initiated.
I mean, kind of depends on how you define your numbers, basically. Because yeah, of course, you know, some talents can do a lot, but they don't have the uptime. So overall, I would consider, if we're kind of considering what are overall some of the better talents, killer, especially solo, and then measured more so if you aren't going to get the on kill or are just competing for the kills quite a bit. Because for instance, sadist, you know, is 30%, so yeah, that beats
Systems exposed.
some of the other stuff, but yeah, you need basically an OD in the team.
Call when you need ammo. Division bastard.
And then even then as well, even with an OD in the team, what will happen is that the diminishing returns on status effects will happen and stuff just won't bleed.
I can bring justice.
So what you get there is that even though you're kind of meeting the situation, it still doesn't per se mean it will work. Just too short.
Data transfer halted.
We've got to go for. Fuck, I thought that was fatal.
These all have special ammo. Yeah, you guys like it.
Hostile protection removed.
What is this?
But yeah, recommendation wise, basically, yeah, it's between killer and measured overall. Fast sounds can be good as well, still. Especially, you know, and this fury wise and such, you could go with some of the SMG9 or the not tac vector, the normal vector 9mm. But both of those have such long reloads that you kind of want to fast stance in. Because you want, you know, you want uptime on the shooting.
Detected.
I told you. Do this. Yeah, that's it. I'll get it. Now task is falling. I need new armor. Ow! I need more ammo. Fire it.
I wonder if anybody ever has actually
Protection restored.
blind fired a flamethrower. I feel that's, you know, I feel there's a lot that can go wrong if you were to actually try to do it.
Vital signs critical.
But I feel as well, maybe like just some, you know, some American GI on some Japanese island might have done that at some point. Just stick the tip around the corner and just blind fire. Oh, and one that I didn't mention there, yeah, preservation as well can be a decent general use talent as well. It's blind firing because there's a fire blocking you. I mean, you're kind of looking,
Active terminal
hopefully,
detected.
at it like before the fire starts, kind of. One would hope. One would imagine. Sure.
You feel that?
System curtailed.
But yeah, that is.
System back online.
There
Hostile
is some
protection
truth to it.
removed.
Yeah.
Coming in hot.
Yep, you are indeed coming in hot. You said it. Oh, what?
Terminal infiltrated.
Actually, that makes sense. Huh. Yeah, actually. Wait, let's try a little bit of that. Because when I do this, actually the tip is of course sticking true on the other end. So, my fragile is bugged. We'll murder ourselves coming out of the next elevator. Because of the smell and the screams, yeah. Love the smell of a flamethrower in the morning. And in the afternoon. And in the evening. On Tuesdays. On Wednesdays. But yeah, not on Sundays, that is the day of rest. Yeah, does it actually work? This actually works. Yeah, okay. I mean, yes. Yeah. Not when I ADS though, right? Oh, well. These aren't angled correctly. Ah, this one. Oh no, even when I have ADS. Sure. Why not? So one of the things that the game does is, and there's also the trick, of course, to like the Manning boss and stuff, where we stick our shotgun inside of him basically, and then, you know, and then fire. Is that actually the damage comes from the tip of the weapon, basically. It's also why you can stand inside of Martinez and she can't hit you, basically. Blind fire. Blind fury, yeah. It's just, yeah. This is Hunter's Fury, and this is, like, needs glasses Fury.
Hostage
I
situation.
need to wall
nearby.
hacking. The thing is, normally it's not very effective because you need, you know, to actually land shots and stuff, you would have to kind of, like, find... But here, of course, we just need, like, one hit. And they explode. Also, the flamethrower kind of goes into an arc, of course.
Again.
So it actually has a little bit better of a chance of actually connecting. Yeah, we do need it to be something of decent quality for us to consider taking it up. It's funny as well how many games actually have that as an issue. Of just sticking your weapon through a wall and then shooting and then it working. Because GTA also has it. And actually gets used as speedrun strats in some places.
Deploying frag.
Ow.
Serious trauma detected.
Yeah, it's might be exceeding my range.
Enemies healing up. Come on already.
Hostile protection restored.
Fuck the division. Damn.
No, fuck you. Well, maybe not. Sir, can you just die? I don't want to jump down. There's no loot down there. No keepers so far. Sure, I should maybe put that in things and stuff. For maybe a future things and stuff. Go up here and blow ourselves to smithereens. I should have 2 blue cores, right? Yeah. Let's just go wipe then, otherwise. Those armor breaks are broken. Oh, it's on the boss room. That doesn't per se matter. I just want to be in combat, and then... I mean, these guys are just... Kill me! Kill me.
Immediate medical assistance needed. Agent vital signs 0.
Okay. Just wanted the reset for the armor breaks. Now let's kill them. Why is my armor stuck? It's a dick move game.
Hostile protection now removed. High-risk target approaching. Hostile protection restored.
I need new armor.
So, you just die to me.
Hostile shock trap detected.
I got a med packet anyway.
That won't save you. Frag grenade.
As he throws a Molotov, he yells out, "Frag grenade." Actually, what you're throwing at me is in fact a Molotov.
Moving. Get out of there. Careful. Let's get to them. Guess I had better fuck.
Good. Oh.
I'm moving for position.
So let's look here. Pistol kills in, get some regular ammos. Let's reload a few of these. Grab the boss meat. I did already. Barbecue today. Yep. Well, hopefully in the southern hemisphere then this northern hemisphere side is kind of rainy and cold, I feel. He's got this side, yeah. So we got rewarded any good ones, maybe? Nope. Lamb of the Summit. Please tell me how I get floating Lamb of the Summit. How does one receive a great purple? Oh, really? Ah, okay. Wait, isn't that an exploit? Yeah, sure, I'll do it. Bye. I feel that is our that is our tank of the lake, basically. And yeah, my voice is nice and phlegmy. Yeah, how many floors does this even have still? Like 2 or 3, I think there. What I very quickly saw.
Nearby hostage situation detected.
Also, she can take care of himself for her sanity.
Removed hostile protection.
Because I will finish this summit and then we'll give up on farming hard. Are we farming hard or hardly farming? And yeah, for new purple gear. This room is empty, but I always check it. One day we might see a key in here, and then I'll be justified in opening it still for always. Anyway, let's get ready to ambush.
Assault drones detected.
Not the kind of ambush I was hoping for.
Hostile striker drone detected.
What an ambush. 2 whole drones. I almost feel insulted. This is what you sent to kill me? Although, well, we're on hard, so it's not like I actually can, but... yellow card show.
I'm exposed here. I gotta move. They're closing in. I got this.
Fucking brains. I need those. Actually, just quickly to check as well. Yes, I got one of those speed mods. True the combat there, so unlike me. Yeah. Missed the holder. The only thing in here is he does scale, so it actually drops better loot than outside of here. Much more high ends. Did I do that with the SMG? No, good Caesar guards, yeah. Well, those kind of things, at least. Well, aside from some of them that are actually unusable items that we've had. They're not too game breaking. But especially in Summits, they definitely moved a bunch of stuff around, and they fixed a ton of items that were like misplaced and stuff, but then they also broke a ton more items. I'm not sure actually what happened there. Exactly.
Hostile protection now removed.
Like, I wonder if maybe all of the misplaced items are off by like the same amount in some way. And it's maybe just all of them are off by coordinate of like the same amount of coordinates, basically. That's kind of the range issue there of the... Not gonna reach. he's spawning so much?
Stay there. I'm gonna kill.
So it's not back there at least. This is worth keeping. Not really, right? AKMs. Yeah. Because I would with full weapon damage keep flatline, but yeah, I'd much rather have killer. Do I have the key even already? Don't even remember. This cars a list of backpack equipment from the sent caches. Do you just mean like named caches? Or oh, the sent. Sorry, my brain went like summit caches. I'm like, what? No, yeah, no, I don't have a full list, but in the Descent, so in the official Discord, if you go to Descent, actually, I'm gonna go check if it's still there. In the pinned messages, yeah, it's still there. This is also still correct, kind of, yeah. So if you go there, there's a full list linked. But basically what is missing is, from the sent caches is the Born Great, Grown Great, the two Shock, the Big Show, Cabaret, the two Shock weapons. And yeah, they're, I shouldn't look here. And then the Lengmo names, and actually here it doesn't say, but actually the Palisade names as well. This might not have been updated since then, although well it has the weapons from this season. So, but that's the ones that are missing currently from reconstructed caches, and then we also don't have Virtuoso, and then also two pistols are missing. Which is the Mozambique Special and which actually I haven't seen on anybody else's lists ever. But I noticed it last time we were kind of looking through pistols, or like when we were doing the pistol list. I might actually put that in the Descent one. That list, and then just try to maintain it. Yeah, no, it's okay. Orbit, yeah. Trying to get a certain item. Well, the thing is, you don't get duplicates, right? So eventually you'll have everything. But yeah, trying to go for a single item. But yeah, still likely Matador. You're better off trying to get it to a Descent blueprint than
Hostile protection removed.
farming named item caches or something like that. brain there showing lack of sleep as I just basically misread descent first as a summon. Because I'm in the sun. Well, likely we got it. Or it went away deep in there. And yeah, likely on the descent guides, which I'm gonna start working on pretty soonish actually again. Because the builds collection ones now basically we have character 4 and 5 still to like kind of double check, kind of. Because all of the DPS tables are done, so we're gonna make sure all the folders are working there, and I'm gonna go back to working on guides. Yeah, it's basically like the same way as getting all the other blueprints and stuff. Like once you have one, you're not going to get that one again. So basically every time you get a new one, so you know, it's a list, but you'll just eventually you have all of them. That key. You know, I just I can you know, have a quick peek if I. Oh, that's why I missed it there. Also, yeah, don't catch bandages. You need to run a character all the way from 1 to 40, yeah. Or because yeah, it's basically boosting at any moment will auto-complete all of the side missions. So yeah, let's take this back to Washington, D.C. Let's get this character cleaned up and then see what we go and do then.
Safe area detected.
Keep in mind though that yeah, you can like if you just want downtown west, because best is to kind of then use call for backup and stuff and boost yourself, or have somebody, you know, like group scale you just to get easier. But what you really just need for downtown west is not these 4 to be done, and then also not this one here. There's that one like prisoner there, and then also yeah, just in case if you want to use the ones from here as well, you don't want to do this one, just to exclude it as well. But there's it might, like if you're doing it, you might as well just not do any of the side missions, because there are some other places where it also kind of works, and you know, they might take this one away. They've definitely, you know, at points have fiddled with how bounties work, right? So because strategically you could also do other spots, for instance, just judiciary by itself, like if you don't do the police station and the missing wire scavengers, all of the bounties kind of go here. Same for actually from downtown east, all of them kind of go here in that one street. But you could also just do like the police station, and then everything will go there, right? You can like finagle stuff like that. So might be handy to actually just do it outright fully if you're gonna do it. But yeah, unless you're like going into it wanting to like re-experience the game, yeah, it's best to just get group scaled, because otherwise it will take a while.
Thank you, Agent. I appreciate the business.
What are those missions? Bank and its area isn't the worst. I'm gonna do a daily here. Because also, yeah, I have kind of like half an hour-ish I'll have to keep it kind of short today. Well, that was like, yeah, either or, well, for the afternoon at least. And yeah, I don't know if anybody wants to do the daily as well. If you do, feel free to let me know or just hop on in. What I might do for now, let's just go with that. I'll go with 3 directors. Not to overdo it. Our bank is invaded as well. I know, we'll just tank it.
Come on over and
it's a
take a
bit,
look. Finest selection in the district.
Yeah, and neither is you. Although it can be just enjoyable by itself. The thing is, though, if you're just doing it without any outside help, like you kind of had on the hardcores, I kind of needed those side missions to kind of get, or I needed at least a few side missions, so I did a bunch of like on that side, basically, on the hardcores. But yeah, with group scaling, actually, if you just do all of the main missions and stuff, especially now as well, the level 1 can join the level 40 with directives and stuff. And especially so the level 1 to level 30 is kind of weird with the XP scaling. But especially if you kind of start with the late missions, you get all of that XP, and then you can just do the other missions on lower difficulty because they basically give kind of the XP that they maximally could give. So like Grand Washington will never be like more than like 4K or something XP, or even like 1600, I think, even or something like that. So you want to do some of the late missions with if you can, if someone's helping you, doing it on their world, because that will count on heroic 5 directives preferably, and you get like a very big chunks of XP for especially going Lincoln, Potomac, and then Federal. And then you can go back and just on the other characters' world, just do them all on story for the rest, and they just boost you through, basically. Because the 1 to 30 is kind of weirder when it comes to scaling. Oh, actually, this is against Black Death, right? Ah, well, yeah, after we'll fight. And I realize, yeah. Doesn't just go with these two. Because the Black Death will take away my shield. Wanted to have done it for 5 years. Last time on hardcore for me, but then that was like, yeah, without any group scaling or anything, stuff like that, like 20 hours. From 1 to getting all the way to getting ready for Woni. But that's actually not 1 to 30, because nowadays you do capital on 30 and you get 31. So that 20 hours was getting up to the point for Woni, and then like another 4 hours for Woni. Or actually not even like, yeah. Although as well, you don't need to do Woni if you don't want to, honestly. If you're really going to use the character, might as well kind of do Woni.
You are now group leader.
Alright, that's good enough for this.
Another agent is now in your group.
But yeah, let's keep it a little directive light here ourselves. We have the thing on though, but also actually I didn't realize. Well, we'll be fine. Don't really have a way to make booms happen. Although between grenades and things we can actually, yeah, let's actually, yeah, let's do it right. This is demo, no, it's firewall. That's fine. Completely forgot about the so actually exchange. Actually, yeah, if you're running OD, let's maybe run the ammo directives then. Oh yeah, let's run special ammo as well. We'll get jammed here and there, but Yeah, no, let's not run that then. I was like, I don't have a good combat medic on this one. So. VOD. Yeah, all right. Yeah, let's just take these 4. Let's actually deal with those guys on the right. Oh, that's not gonna be that grenade.
Hostile protection removed.
You need to stop Black Tusk from obtaining the data they're after from the vault.
I'm going in.
Hostile control point nearby.
Take our flag.
Vital signs critical.
Oh, I didn't have a health kit.
Agent incapacitated.
Oh, there should just be like one guy up, right?
Protected hostile restored.
Slow too. Easy solo. Yeah. Although the thing is, yeah, if nothing else, you can just use call for backup, and then just go like, whoever you get, you go like, hey, I'm not a new player. You can just go fast if you can. He's finding somebody still. Oh yeah.
Fail. What?
This weapon might not be the best idea. You know what? Let's strike it up. Although as well, if anybody else wants to join us, feel free to. Feel free to say so.
Protected hostile restored.
I got stuck on
Agent
something there. That was weird. So I was trying to go back behind the pillar, but just wouldn't let me. Some guys would happen to know what the easiest way to obtain the gift backpack. So the gift is a DZ item, so you can only get it to drop as a drop in the DZ. So that's what we call it, DZ items. But then named item caches are usually the place most of us will have gotten some from, but there's a lot of items in the named item caches, of course, and yeah, it might take a while.
Rogue agent detected.
I'll go PFE here. Although, yeah, I don't have much in the form. Although actually, yeah, let's swap these 2 around. Let's go with the Scorpion. These guys won't have.
From what we can tell, Black Tusk changed the vault security codes.
These
So
guys
you need
won't
to
have
recover them in order to get in.
Hollywood. I'll let them come to us a little bit first. Just want to get them to deploy their
Hostile airburst
skills.
seeker mine detected. Hostile sniper turret detected.
Is that his thing? Alright. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. One of them to kind of push in.
Back off! And they're back off! I'm making the grenade! Damn!
This Orient sucks.
System curtailed.
You still alive?
Get around that shield!
System back online. Agent down.
That one's behind us as well. Okay. In between 2. Let's go get the one at the. Oh, yeah, fast.
I don't want to hurt you!
I love how they're shooting at me and going, I don't want to hurt you. Yeah, about that. I'm gonna back to what I was. And I'll have to wait to grab a jam. Although actually I can just put the jammer on the other side. Let's put the jammer here. Already. Actually, I'm also gonna grab some of these shacks. These you need.
Found him.
One of the ranking Black Tusk team members should have access to the vault.
Removed hostile protection.
The entirety of the hostile.
Hostile restored protection.
Blow up.
Who was that?
Compatible RFID signature detected.
That's what you need. Grab that key card.
Data vault access codes secured.
Head down and get into that vault.
Pick the longest way around to get there, but wait, did I actually say the other one of descent?
Keep an eye out.
I didn't say before. Kind of was talking and then wasn't. Because yeah, you can also get the blueprint from descent. I didn't say that already, and it is also because then you can craft it. Because even though you might get one even from a named cache, it might come with like, you know, skill haste plus health. Now you can't make it crit chance, crit damage, or like weapon handling, headshot, or whatever you're after. So
System malfunctioning.
So here we have to actually watch out.
System reactivated.
Because actually, yeah, it's
Get
very
in
easy
there,
to
stop
spawn camp them
Black
in the vault. Well, not here, but after here. But that's of course exactly what we don't want, because that's how this place bugs out. If you've ever had objective failed here, that's caused it. That is that. If you spawn camp them here, it quite often bugs out.
Serious trauma detected. System restored. Hostile restored protection.
Sending the UAVs.
Snuck up on us. Is that's some heavy rain, I'd say.
Authentication.
I was like very
successful.
confused for a second what
Access
that's.
granted.
Actually, yeah, this thing where it
Data
doesn't
stream
work at
detected.
all.
They're
Let's
already
go with
downloading
this.
the data. They'll wipe it if they grab it first.
The strike, of course, like we're blowing up most of the things. One guy is surviving each time. I'm not getting any strike attacks. So let's get rid of that. Yeah, I think that's like super heavy rain. That's impressive. Yeah, let's not spawn camp them here. We'll just hit both buttons and kind of sit in the back here. I wish I had a grenade launcher now.
Find a way to interrupt the Black Tusk download. They must be accessing one of those systems directly.
Removed hostile protection.
Because here, yeah, if you spawn camp them here,
Black Tusk download.
that
halted.
sometimes causes
Download
that
initiated.
issue here. Only downside is I'm actually gonna go sit like halfway here because I have no no good way to remove shields. I said my spec weapon. But yeah, we want to also watch out with like getting the explosion to go all the way back in the door. So what seems to cause it here is basically that if any of these guys kind of is in the door, or well, some of them, if you catch too many of them, it increases the chances basically. But if you spawn camp them, basically the game goes, oh no, one made it out and made it there and triggered.
25%
They're
complete.
downloading it. And once their download reignites, basically, then it's kind of over because you can't stop it if it happens that way. Normally, you're supposed to be able to go up to the laptop and kind of stop it again, but it won't work if it happens that way. So.
Another agent has joined your group.
Alright, oxygenating. One thing we can do once Isaac says 75%, we can. We can go.
50% complete.
Because at that point as well, if their download starts, then it's not an issue anymore. It's a lot of them. Some shotguns in there. I'll get it faster doing the send since it's reconstructed cache of blueprint proof.
Hostile restored protection.
Thing is, if you get so here's if you're okay doing so actually their thing even restarted there. Even though we were being cautious, although did someone make it there? Because if someone made it there, we can also actually just reset it by hand. I don't think so because but it's gonna be. I think it's still gonna be enough.
Medical assistance needed.
Likely.
Coming around.
Actually, maybe not. Kind of keeping more an eye on that thing.
Hostile protection removed.
No, they got the data.
So we got one guy a little bit too close to the doors and got super unlucky with that.
Unload complete.
Well done. Now finish securing the building.
Manny is Danny. Yeah. Yeah, we have a Manny, we have a Danny. Both of them are fannies. Actually, yeah, fuck it. Could have reset the mission to get boss loot from first boss, man. Because actually, I know, yeah, I would, yeah. It's like, will the loot stay in there? Yeah, that's just mission reset. That's not. But yeah, let's just go. You know. I was like, actually, we skip this box. I realized as well, like once we got up there in the rows, because I remember thinking at the second basically that the rogue name. You know. At least we won't have rogues here again, so that'll be easier.
From what we can tell.
But yeah, reconstructed caches can take a while as well. Overall, if you're okay doing DZ, that's likely actually the better. Like if Providence is on the DZ, or even backpacks if you have to, but Providence is much better because it does drop. Like you'll,
System malfunctioning.
but it's not common. Especially when Providence is on a Because the thing is, yeah, generally you'll need a few because you'll need to get, you know, whatever stats you're looking for. Also, for instance, for these global events and stuff, getting all of the named caches instead of
Black Tusk team members should have access to the vault.
like exotics or stuff, but that's also, of course, you know, when you don't get to have exotics. So. But yeah, the descent one can take forever as well, unless you're doing a lot of deep runs.
Heavy ammunition detected.
For that, usually as well, you kind of want teammates.
Compatible RFID.
Especially
detected.
going to like
That's
40s
what you
is
need.
much
Grab that key
quicker
Protected hostile restored.
in a group.
Data vault access codes secured.
Head down and get into that vault.
Oh, yeah, no problem. And yeah, good luck on your hunt. The nice thing though is, yeah, once you have the descent blueprint, if you get lucky and get it maybe early on and stuff, then it's done, right? Because you just craft till you get whatever ones you want. But all of them are kind of, yeah, none of them is fast, per se. Keep in mind as well that the gift is an upgrade, but also it's literally 1%, so. Or 1 second, I mean. So it's
Get in there and
like
stop
not even
Black
a
Tusk.
% or something more damage. It's cool to have, but also not per se like build making or breaking. Just gonna put a spawn. Heard a heavy somewhere. I haven't seen it yet.
System disrupted.
Must have been up the other side. Okay, let's try this again.
Successful. Access granted.
But yeah, let's hold back and
Data stream detected.
They're already
we
downloading
basically
the
just
data.
need to
They'll wipe it if they
get
grab
lucky.
it first.
System restored.
Now we just got unlucky still. Something just
See if we can find a way
barely.
to interrupt the Black Tusk download. They must be accessing one of those systems directly.
Got
Black
back
Tusk
to
download halted.
back to.
Download
Hold here
initiated.
again. Do I ever play on PS5? No, I don't own any of the consoles, so it's yeah. So or well, any of the modern consoles.
25% complete.
That weapon came straight to
Hostile
my face.
protection restored.
If you can let them come out a little bit further before blowing them up like that, because that might still catch one in the doorway. We kind of basically need all the enemies to come out of their doorway. Because that is like chaining all the way back. Although I feel last time we just got super unlucky, like if it was a second later, we would have had it as well.
%50 complete.
It's gonna be heavy.
Hostile protection restored.
Here
75%
we're beyond the
complete.
points that they can catch up. So now we can push up if we want to. Let's actually go to spawn cabin here.
Removed hostile protection.
Okay, here basically if their download even starts, then it's still okay. Interesting that nothing's even spawning on this side.
Download complete.
Well done. Now
we
finish
should
securing the building.
Oh, this loot as well.
Isaac can't transfer the data. Might be interference from the structure. Make your way back topside.
But I do wish they would fix this at some point. Some could matter or something. Okay. Oh yeah, that would be matter. Yeah. But farming the DZ for the DZ names is also like pretty doable if the target is right. But yeah, of course, it's only 3 zones, and then you know you might not even have close to the target that you need available. It's more the issue often. So I'm gonna open that. That's why it was running so fast. You guys have fun. No. There you go. Well, I always love doing that with randoms. I would just make sure I would be the first one there, and just because once you're in that
can't get a clean signal.
elevator,
Something's throwing up
the
interference.
warhand actually doesn't target
Looks
you.
like
It's
Black Tusk
you know,
might have set
if you
up
ever
some kind of
dragged
jamming
enemies
device on the
to a
catwalk.
safe house or something, and they stop right outside of it and don't follow you in, and then stop shooting at you every once in a while. That's
System malfunctioning.
and I killed both of them. Instantly. It's kind of
System
explosion spreading.
reactivated.
Also, yeah, one of the boxes that like most people go past, especially in randoms. Let me go sit across. That'll be the best, I think. I'll go sit on that side because I have a
Device
flamethrower.
deactivated.
Because here, yeah, it's gonna be basically,
Transfer stream opened.
yeah, just grenade
Handshake
launcher X
authenticated.
is gonna be more than enough to.
Transfer initiated. 25% complete. Hostile protection now removed. %50 complete.
Clean up.
cost restored. 75% complete.
Identify yourself.
Upload complete. Data transfer stream closed.
Slick. Now clean up the rest of the Black Tusk and we can call today a win.
Guy just falling down. Yeah. Start at the end and work our way back. Well, actually, you know what we could do here? Gonna toss a stinger hive down. So yeah, one of the tricks you can do here, just for all of the boss fights here, also the normal. We're above the arena, of course. So normally, if I'm like fire eclipse or something, I would already like put some fire chems down there, put some stinger hive down there. Here though, I just grabbed that stinger hive just to toss it in there. That, of course, like the second we start this fight, is already gonna take care of like that initial wave, kind of. Also, it kind of keeps them busy for a second or two, letting us run in.
Hostile protection restored.
Weapons for.
We'll need to go through the data to figure out what Black Tusk was after. But the important thing is that we
Yeah, in
got it.
between,
and
I'm
they
just gonna
didn't.
go swap for
Well
a
done.
grenade launcher, actually. Because I still wanna go deal with 2 activities and donations. So actually, yeah, that's just the thing. So maybe take it to a safe house or something. Let's turn on. Let's go with 5 directives, or well, let's go. How many do we have there? 4. Yeah, let's go with 4, so we don't have no regen, because well, that will mess us up, kind of. Actually, how quickly do we do that? Oh, although that's with the one wipe, basically. Let me change that mission setting, or the level, because I will go with 4 again, just to have a little bit more XP. Also, I'm gonna grab demo. So I'm gonna go to the shared space just so. Oh, because I watch out, you're about to get a loading screen.
Come on
here.
over and take a look. Finest selection in the district.
Also, you know what? We paid for it, so might as well make it a white grenade launcher. Let's do more damage, right?
Looking for something? Thanks for your business.
And then yeah, let's go and capture that hyena outpost. Or do we go for? Actually, it doesn't. Yeah, doesn't matter what we go for. Right? So maybe. Which one's easier, actually? Yeah. That one's likely easier. The hyena's likely easier. Or let's go. Yeah, let's go out here. See already somebody joined. Both of them are basically the same. Yeah, there's a few places where you can set up like that for like future fights. Oh, that one's like the most impactful. Because one of the nice things is as well when we do it normally without like global events or modifiers and stuff, it's when the Eclipse does that, it gets all of the aggro, and then basically all of the other people get to go and set up because everybody's kind of like shooting at the Eclipse. So, I mean, they have to watch out, but you know. Gonna reset my ammo, but we'll have some in a second here. Just got a quick pistol kill in. Oh, actually, I'm gonna engage here. These guys. Right here with that.
Protection.
Don't let them get closer. Going for that side. You got your cover. Seriously fucked armor.
Serious trauma
Is he?
detected.
Ah, shit.
Agent incapacitated.
Actually, I'm gonna.
Restoring protection.
We all
An
got
agent
murdered there.
needs assistance.
Yeah, we're a little bit too aggressive there. Let's maybe just all respawn and reset it, just so we don't have them
Vital
income right
signs
there.
0.
So we can just run back. Let's compare amplify damage to skills and not just the weapon. Spotter is, or Flatline is applying still 2 skills, right? It shouldn't, but I actually haven't tested it in like a season and a half, so maybe they have altered it. That almost looked funny. Tennyson spawned in just underneath the container and almost went like down to crash. Just because it was like in the gate. Okay, so this is kind of like some of those intros that I do. That was take 0. Now we're going to take 1. Yeah. Although, of course, the thing is, yeah, the descriptions and actual things. Actually, that's likely the first guide we're gonna kind of work on. We're gonna have it be in the.
Hostile protection restored.
Oh, that's just. Thought that was that. I should now have some specialization. Use that.
Immediate medical
What?
assistance
Oh,
needed.
wait. Why didn't I have?
Agent
Do
down.
I have no med packs, or did it just not want to work? That's one of the downsides. There is definitely the quick heal. Definitely sometimes just bugs out and just doesn't work. Although usually it does show it on the bar at least. So there it didn't either. Even do that.
Agent down. Protected hostile restored. Detected heavy ammunition.
I want to reload the thing, just put it away.
Heavily armored hostile
That
detected.
time it did work.
Serious trauma
That
detected.
time it didn't.
Agent
Although I might have still
incapacitated.
been on cooldown. I'll crawl over. Where'd it go now? The thing is, though, that yeah, flatline, or well, outside of maybe certain situations, flatline just wouldn't beat capacitor for like the places where you might think that that might be useful.
Hostile broadcast picked up.
Yeah. I'm gonna actually put my hive over on this side, and then let's call them in. Yeah, let's get it going.
Reinforcements en route.
They spawn there.
Detecting additional hostile contacts. Hostile broadcast detected. Heavily armored hostile detected.
That felt good. I felt smart there for a second. Lobbing them,
Protected hostile.
blind
restored.
firing, and just.
Next one's in normal.
That's a nice thing about a grenade. You can just kind of lob them out their general direction. Hope for the best.
Burn, you bastard!
Hostiles guarding location nearby.
Yeah, let's get our loots here.
Supply room
Don't
access
forget
unlocked.
to donate. And actually, yeah, you guys go first, but that's my world, so in worst case, I can always come back later. Is there actually any loot down here? There's in fact 0 loot.
Let's secure the area.
Alright, should have enough for 2.
Hostile broadcast picked up.
So if you guys get him.
Full up now.
Safety agent.
Then let's maybe also go and capture the other one this place is, like knee pads anyway. I'd get another exotic out of it, and then if nothing else, we can also donate there. Remember what to keep would be great. Also, one on unicorns. What one's the grand? Where to get yours? Yeah, I've actually nowadays I've moved over to a bunch of post-it notes with planned videos. Inventory management is definitely in there, and yeah, in there I'm gonna also kind of do talk a little bit about unicorns. Thing is with unicorns that outside of like the big ones, which is like 7 items or something, you know, the Habsburg pieces and stuff like that, you start going into some like very esoteric stuff, like that just, unless you're going for that one exact build, it is a super unicorn, but actually not that useful, right? But I'll highlight some of the like more common, and also stuff changes sometimes. Sometimes, you know, we have things like super unicorns that use like golden chest glass. Super unicorn now is completely superseded by just electric. But yeah, inventory management is definitely one to come still, but yeah, it'll still be a bit away. What's my watch level? Well, you can always just look in the upper right, basically. That's although yeah, watch levels don't mean much. I have a decently high one, and I have actually multiple accounts. I have multiple actually high ones, and yeah, it matters a little bit, but honestly, it doesn't mean much. But yeah, I'm 27k and a bit.
protection restored. Hostile protection removed.
I'm gonna go and try to get into position to spawn cam.
Immediate medical assistance
I
needed.
didn't understand that. I was waiting for the door sound, but
Agent
it
vital
didn't
signs
play.
0.
I'll respawn back in. That's the nice thing about being in the open world. But also, so on the inventory management side, because I'm just gonna more explain
Friendly supply
the way that I do it, and not so much like what is best. Because there is no best. But I'll at least explain what I do, and then hopefully that'll be useful in ways.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
Was that a box or did somebody have shock ammo?
Hostile protection restored.
Oh yes, shock ammo. That's the name plate. Oh no, there's one. Oh, barely reach.
Serious trauma detected.
You look forward to it. Yeah, just as to set expectations. It might take a while. It might be like in closer to February, more likely, or even maybe reaching into February then. Because yeah, I have so many ones that I wanna do, especially we need to like still finish up all the weapon types. That's like priority number 1, together with the builds collection updates on the characters, and then yeah, also yeah, this door, even before we actually capture this place, is already openable. We can't get this isn't active, but we can already like open the door and have a peek. Yeah, let's get set up indeed, and let's do our defense.
Reinforcements
Actually, we have a
incoming.
grenade launcher pointing at each of these doors, so we can solve. Oh, there's a there's a different type of heavy there.
Hostile protection removed.
Second type also here.
Heavy ammunition detected.
Still on fire
Hostile
there for a
restored
sec.
protection.
Right there from the other side now. Where are they? Oh, actually no. Oh, they were just caught. Oh, there's still this guy. Oh, and that guy. Yeah.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
Oh, I didn't glass chest myself. That's the issue. Because the glass chest helps a lot with
Hostile restored protection.
getting the explosion to do as much as possible.
Detected. Heavy ammunition.
It's our war zone here. Oh. We missed that guy.
I see them right there!
These are very gun-ho.
Detected. The control point in proximity.
I'll just leave them to it.
They're going around us. Get back! Get back!
I'll say actually, so which one was other ones that I kind of want to do quickly? Because especially that killer one as well. Bandage using only tips is definitely one that kind of needs to be done in soonish. And there's the inventory. The spec weapon stuff. They have like 7 other ones. Like here, and that's not including actually the build showcases because they have their own. Their own site. Yeah, let's go get the loot here. But that actually likely then afterwards as well has to be it for me. Because I need to go do some work stuff, turns out. But doing it today means that I don't have to do it. I don't have basically have nothing to do tomorrow and the day after work-wise. So I can just play video games the whole time, which I'm kind of looking forward to. And yeah, let's jump back to over here. Oh. And hey there, Race. you're literally catching me, yeah. At the end, towards the end as well, actually, because I have to. I wish actually I could keep going and kind of keep your peoples entertained, but yeah, we're gonna likely just grab both boats and kind of send them off together. But
Here to check
not
something out?
before, of course. We give you a shout out here. But yeah, hope you had a good stream, and thanks for
Thank you, Agent.
thanks for
I
sending
appreciate
people this aways. And yeah, I'm not sure if I've already wished you the best wishes, but otherwise, you know, now you have them twice otherwise. Now you have a duplicate Lexington. I mean, best wishes. Just in case the first one, the inventory was full, maybe.
Nice doing business.
But yeah, the downside of it is, yeah, I am also actually going towards the end, and I kind of have to, otherwise I would kind of stick around otherwise.
An agent has left your group.
Well, yeah, well, disband it here. Thanks,
You have
Trickster,
left the
and
group.
thanks, Tennyson, for joining me there. Hope you guys had some loot and some fun, and had. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go. Well, actually, let's go complete. I totally forgot to donate. But in the background is already as well. I'm gonna try and find somebody for us to take both boats, and we're gonna go ram them up on. We're gonna make everybody somebody else's problem. Actually, yeah, who's in the category? Because not seeing too many familiar faces. Because yeah, we do have, yeah, let's go with that. Otherwise, we'll send everybody over to Harley, who's doing some stuff, but I'm kind of also afraid they might be ending pretty soonish because they've been going for a little bit. But it's actually, you know,
Oh dear, that was funny. Thank you guys.
What,
for-
yours use a car battery?
are they ending off as well? We'll give that a minute to kind of check. To check there for a second. Yeah, GG's out around 8. I need a Darth. So yeah, I have to stay. I wish I could, but yeah, I have like quite often it's work that I can do kind of in my own time, but this one isn't. This one I need to be there on a certain moment to do certain things.
Thanks.
certain things. I just grab my daily that I almost forgot. Yeah, I'm just gonna give, because it almost sounded like they were signing off as well. No, that was laggy. Oh yeah, they're ending up as well. Well, we were almost about to do basically the same as well. Wait, so let's see who's in the category. We'll just make somebody happy in there. Preferably English speaking, preferably just PvEing. Preferably someone chill. That just
Let me guess. We're pulling short rations.
yeah, they don't like that. A lot of Russian and stuff. Let's have a peek at this guy for a sec, as they're doing some descent by the look of things.
У меня не падает оружие.
And that is, in fact, not English. Do you guys have any recommendations? Because I would want to raid someone just to pay it forward as well as Rise just raided us there. Let's actually just set this to English. Okay. Let's have a peek at this guy. Of course, ads. Although, yeah, I'll already say that. So likely this evening, I'm gonna do a watch alt run. That is kind of set. I just wanna get third account's watch alt run in, but then also, yeah, in the middle of it, where it's gonna be a very slow one, just because we're gonna go every level, go back and kind of record all of the specialization weapons stats at every level, just to see if we can kind of figuring out. And you can figure out what's kind of going on with those, because we figured out basically the minigun and the TAC 50. The other ones, they have a component of something else, and it's kind of.
You're not having trouble shooting the bad guys. You're having trouble navigating the area.
You know what? We'll go with not somebody I've watched, I feel, ever, but we'll go with. PJS Project. I'll go with that as the name. I'll go Raiden over there. And yeah, I'll be back myself in the evening. Of course, on the Twitch end, we're going to go raiding. I'll be back on both in the evening. And yeah, I'm going to do a watch out run, just collate all of that data kind of together. Just DZ method. So, Did I just type this? Just go and copy paste it. Let's go. Trying to be lazy and type it and try to find the person, but let's just copy paste the name. And yeah, I'll be back this evening. We're gonna have some watch outs running, and I'll be around as well the whole weekend. Not working any of the days on this weekend, so we can chill out that way. I wouldn't mind actually somewhere in the weekend as well. I should putting up Div 1 for a little bit and getting maybe those DTEs, those purple DTE mods at some point, and also yeah, just running around, just having something else than Division 2 for a little bit, although, I mean, Division 1 isn't that far off. We'll likely do a few hours of it somewhere here or there. Because also I kind of enjoyed last time we were there, we were kind of leveling a character. Yeah, let me catch some of the last ones here. If I missed anything, everybody going, yeah, we have to all kind of get stuff done. I feel we're all on the same schedule. Also, no, you know what it is? All us streamers are having a meeting behind you guys' back. Just, you know, that's what it is. But yeah, no, I have to do some work stuff, and I feel it as well. So, but yeah, we're gonna send everybody off. Enjoy your day. I'll catch you guys and gals around. And as always, have a good day. So, we might catch up on those maybe a different time, Minister. But yeah, I just pulled a number, just like 7 kind of seems like, you know, somewhat fitting. But yeah, catch you all around.